Up in store here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield for Godwin. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Eagles had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
He's going to keep this again.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 20, 10, touchdown, Eagles. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll drop the throw. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown!
Denzel Mims.
His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case,
pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go. Blue.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And quickly into the hands of Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Or the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he fields it cleanly. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. And one more time, that's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Ritter will throw for it.
Steps away. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Eagles, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.